I think there's one really important feature that's been missing from the Elementor version 4 Flexbox. It's great that we got all these styling tabs and things can be consistent, but the Flexbox is missing the sticky top feature that we have or we're used to using with the Elementor version 3. I'm going to show you a way of how you can integrate that feature into the Elementor version 4 Flexbox. Take a look at this page. We got a header at the top. Now I have added in a white border at the bottom just to show you how this works. We've got an SVG icon over there. We got a heading. These are all Elementor version 4 widgets, by the way. And I've just got a WordPress menu. Now watch what happens when I scroll down, because we didn't have this feature inside of the version 4 Flexbox. When I scroll down, can you see the items are shrinking? And you can enable or disable that, and you can control the scale as well. And you might not want everything to shrink. Everything I give you is so well thought out. Now, when I scroll down, there gets to a point, and I've currently set it, I think it was to 50 pixel. You can see my scroll bar on the side, the color changes. And not only does the background color change, but the color of the items as well. And you can control that. And do you know what makes this even more special? My atomic elements, it's the Flexbox. This isn't a separate duplicated widget. You could, if you want, modify my code and create a completely separate widget. If I go over to this Flexbox, it's the same thing. Nothing's been changed. It's the same style tab, the same interaction tab. In fact, just to let you know, there is no extra custom CSS been loaded in here. But when you now go to the general tab, and this code is going to add in a new scroll effects section, and you don't have to enable it. By default, this will be switched off, but when you enable it, and I'm going to go through this, you've got a range of settings here, and you can activate or deactivate what you want. So when you go and add in this code, you're just going to get this extra tab up here. So if you've already got existing Flexboxes, for instance, let me just go to edit page, okay? So these are just normal Flexboxes. I go to general, there it is. So if you now want to do this on a header template or a Flexbox on a page, so maybe you were going to set something to be a fixed top with all of these effects, and it might sit, for instance, down here. When you eventually scroll to the top, it will fix to the top, and everything is done for you. So let me now show you how this works. Inside of this Flexbox, okay, I'm going to come on to the settings in a moment. I've got an SVG icon. This SVG icon, if I go to the custom CSS, I have added in a fill color. So this was like a black SVG, and I've said SVG path fill, and then I've gone triple F. But we're going to change that. And this heading is just your normal heading, and I've gone and set a cream color. You can see the cream color there. It's a variable I've gone and picked. And then I've got a WordPress menu at the top as well. We go to style, and I've got a variable color. I've got a separate bit of code. You might want to go and look at a video I did a couple of weeks ago about how you can add the variables, version 4 variables, into the version 3 WordPress menu. You really want to go and watch that. So I've gone and selected a color. So imagine you got your Flexbox and you've added in your icons, your headings, and whatever's, okay? And then you've gone to your Flexbox now, and now you want to set that scroll effect. So I've now gone down here and I have said enable scroll effect. If you disable it, nothing I do is going to make any difference, okay? So I've gone and enabled it for now. Then I've set top offset 0. So if you were to go and add in a value like that, it kind of means that it doesn't start working until you hit a certain point. I'm probably not explaining this very well. Because the header template is already at the top, it's already at the top, so leave it at 0. But if, for instance, you had a container down here, so it's no longer a header template, and this works on header templates, I really want to make this very super clear. So let's say you got a Flexbox further down on the page, and you now want to have it offset. So what I mean is, as you scroll to the top, it will fix. But if you go and add in a value of 100, it will stop 100 pixels from the top. So it fixes and it stays fixed there, 100 pixel spacing. So let me just hopefully clarify that. Trigger distance, it's 100. I think I said 50 earlier, so it's 100. So that means the color change, everything must happen within the 100 pixels, right? So when you start scrolling down, my items start shrinking. Sorry, let me do that. My items will start shrinking and then the color kicks in. Sometimes, I do want to point out, when you're looking on edit with Elementor, you don't always see it. So you might just want to refresh your page or regenerate your CSS. But if I hit the chevrons there, you're going to now see it happening. So don't start thinking, oh, it's not working. Down here is now where you add in the color change. Now, you don't have to have a color change. If you leave it completely blank, there will be no color change. Maybe you want to leave it transparent. Maybe it's always going to be a white color, because maybe you just want to do the shrinking effect. So you can shrink and color change, or just do shrink and no color change, or do color change and no shrinking. Does that make sense? You got options here for you. So you could either add in a hex code here if you are going to have a color change, or you could click here. So if you've created any version 4 variables, okay, in your design system, these are all of my variable colors that I've created. And I can go and pick whichever one I want. So when you eventually get to that 100 pixel, that's the color change that kicks in. Down here, we also have the text color. So it starts off as white, and I could have added in a hex color code if I want, but I've said, no, I want the color to switch to text dark. Again, this is a version 4 variable. So when you add in your version 4 variables or you create them, they're going to be available for you here now. Then down here, I've got the color transition duration. So this is milliseconds. I should put milliseconds in there, really. But it just means that rather than it becoming a snap change, it goes white to black or suddenly transparent to the sage green color, there's 100 milliseconds. I found that worked quite well. If you want to delay it, delay it. You want to make it longer, go for 500 or 300. But I found 100 was actually okay. Z-index, if this is going to sit above other content, it's a good idea to go and set that to be 999999999. And then the shrink amount. This is the important bit. I've currently got 0.75. So I'm going to set it to a 1. Now, before I show you the preview, my recommendation is you go and hit publish and just refresh the page. And what you're now going to see in preview when I scroll down is the color change happened, but the items did not shrink. Because I had 0.75, it shrunk everything in there to 0.75 or what its starting was. I didn't have to go and enter in brand new values. I just said 0.75 and it applied it. Let's pop it back to be 0.75. But what if I don't want to affect everything? So I've tried to think flexibly, because it's a Flexbox, about how you may or may not want to use this. At the moment, this will apply to everything. But what you can do, you can leave it set as that, and you see down here, we've got a class that says no Flexbox scroll shrink. Currently, it's set to 0.75. Both of these are the same size. I think it was 1.4 or 1.3 REM. I'm going to go to, we'll go to this one here, right? I'm going to go to the WordPress menu, go to the Advanced tab, and I'm going to add in here that particular class. In fact, just to prove this works, whether it's a version 4 with version 3, I'm going to go to a version 4 heading, and I'm now going to add it in here. This does not have anything set, so I want to clarify to you, look, there's nothing in green there or pink, right? There's no interactions, there's nothing set. I've just added in that class name there as well. So now I'm going to shrink down, and remember, it's 0.75. Watch that icon or the logo. Can you see it shrinking? But did you notice the heading and the menu did not shrink? Because I went and added in the class. So if you want some things to shrink and some things not to shrink, you can pick and choose. Does this or does this not make it easier for you now? Let's just get rid of what I did over here with those classes. Remove it from there. And I'm going to remove it from my WordPress menu as well. Does this work on the mobile? Of course it does, and I'm sure this could be further improved. I know so many people that have been asking or wondering, well, how can we do it? And there are ways to do it, but it feels like you're having to chuck in quite a bit of code. And sometimes you feel like you haven't completely solved the problem, or it's a little bit intricate, like you might need to go and set up an interaction here or there, or go and set your top to be sticky or fixed, depending if it's on the page or a header template. And then you might be messing around with some additional CSS. This will now drop in, and by the way, the code is in the video description. I probably forgot to mention. Go and stick it into code snippets. Go and make sure you get that from the WordPress repository for free. Go and import the code in or drop it in, however you want to do it. Save and activate it. Make sure you take a backup first. But this is going to add into your normal Flexbox container that you have here, the version 4 Atomic one, this extra tab for the scrolling effects. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follow, because I'm still Imran from Web Squadron. Take care. See you soon. Bye.